afternoon everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. Welcome everybody and thank you for all your wonderful comments. Here at The Flower Patch we make artificial flowers and we do wreaths, things for the home, table centerpieces, in the window, artificial bouquets, anything really to brighten up your life. Right, today we're going to do a wreath. I've had my wreaths delivered and I've ordered, instead of my usual 14-inch wreath, I've ordered a 16-inch wreath. So I'm going to do something on a 16-inch wreath today, and I thought I could do something nice for the Mother's Day in pinks and whites. We're going to do some bows as well, so stay tuned for that. I'm thinking of doing a couple. So before we start, let's just go through what we're going to use. Now, with it being pinks and whites, oh gosh, I need to get rid of the oddments of my variegated ficus, and with it having whites in, perfect. So let's hope we can get rid of some of those. I've just bought out, I've cut some things down. I start cutting them, but then I look at the time and think I need to crack on. So I've cut a few oddments off the main stems of my longleaf willow in green. It's like a greeny grey, and I've got some of that also. I've also got my fern, where it's darker green at the bottom and lime green at the top. I thought the lime green could just set things off a little bit. And I've also got some wispy grass. Isn't that lovely? I just sat there and I haven't curled them myself. They've already come curled, and on the tips they're a darker colour. They're like a burgundy colour. So I thought that could add a little bit of contrast. Now I've gone in my oddments bucket and I've found some coral colour in small, instead of using my new stems, in small dusty miller. And I thought, what a beautiful thing to add in. Lovely texture. It's the same texture as the lamb's ear. I love this. And I've also got some other grasses out. I've combined it with the darker red. I took a few darker reds out and some pinks, where they've got a bit of fern in and their own little buds on the top. Don't they look beautiful? So we've got those as well. And then I've cut off some little bits for my filler foliage. Right, concerning the floral, oh, I couldn't make my mind up concerning one item. I'll get to that first. I wanted gerbras. I thought, I love gerbras. I did when I did the real flowers. I always loved them. So I got out some white gerbras where they've got their own little bit of foliage, and I thought we could either have those, or I've not used these yet, guys, or we could use the grey. I took one off, sort of one off, to show you all the grey gerbras. I can't make my mind up yet. I've took 5 out the bucket, but I want to see which one goes better. I think it may be the white, because this is quite a dark silvery gerbera, so I don't know about those. Oh, and I found these in my oddments bucket. I thought, oh, I could pop those in. I think these are a stilby, where I must have used them or chopped them off, but I've just found 3 oddments. I thought I'd get those in. And also I've got some little baby chrysanthemums. Oh, these are so tiny. Oh, they're an inch, 1 inch in diameter. Oh, they're beautiful. They're like a peachy coral colour. So I thought they may add a little nice different texture and colour to them. I got to order some chrysanthemums. I've only got the odd one. I've nearly ran out. And I've also got out 2 stems. These are really minute little baby roses. Aren't they sweet? And when I say little, oh, they are tiny, but they're two-tone with a peach and then a coral colour with the darker, oh, like a darker pinky coral. And I thought they're pretty, so I could use those. Now I've got my gerbras out. I've mixed some of them lighter ones, but I don't think I'm going to use the lighter ones because I've got the darker ones. Have I dropped something already? Perhaps. So I thought I'd use the darker ones. Aren't they lovely? They are a deep coral colour, and I thought because yesterday, guys, after the video, I went through 10 of my 68 buckets and sorted 10 out. And I found these at the bottom of the gerbera bucket. And I'm thinking, why didn't I remember I've got those? So, all fresh stems here, not been used, and I've had them a while. So I thought, let's use those for tomorrow, meaning today. And I've got some long-stemmed crocuses, but in just plain white, with their own foliage. They've got the leaf, but look at those. I said to my husband, they look a little like mini tulips, but they are crocuses, guys, but they're on longer stems. And for the wispy bit, I thought, let's get those in. I didn't want the, the original mainly purples that you see. I thought, let's use the white. So we've got those. And at the side of me, in case I can't make my mind up, guys, as you know, I've got some of my rubbery textured fern. I've got some asparagus fern. I've got some of my pink lilies. I've got 3 bunches of those in there. And if the crocuses don't look right, I've got some daisies. Aren't they beautiful? So I thought I may use those all instead. So that's just things at the side in case. So that's what we've got today. So let's just get everything moved down there. And I've got to stand up for this one today. Because it's big, and I looked at it and I thought, do I do a full one going round? Maybe. We'll see as I go along. I'm not sure. It'd look pretty either way, really, half or full. If I did a half, I was considering doing 1 bow here and maybe 1 bow there, and then working in between. So I want to do the bows first. So while I've got the camera in this position, let's get the bows done. So I've purchased another bow maker, guys. This is the same one. This is the new one. The old one, I sprayed it, but the spray paint doesn't seem to have lasted much on it, and put the 3 prongs back in. So I've got something to put my ribbon on while I'm working. So I want to start with white, pink, white, pink. We've got a glittery, lovely glittery, this hasn't been used yet, ribbon at 63 millimeters, which if you don't work in 63 millimeters, it's around 2.5 inch. So we've got that in a glittery white. Then I've got the coral colour pink, with us using coral. There's no patterned ones today. And then I've got just the plain, lovely eleganza white. ribbon, and that is, if you don't know, 1.5 inch in burlap. And then I've not used this one either, so I thought we've got to start using things I've got, because I just buy them and don't use them. And I've got some premium deco web ribbon, and I thought in a coral or pinky coral, so I'll use that as well. So that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to place that there. I hope this works. I've not tried it yet. So let's start. Let me just cut the wrapper off. Let me cut the wrapper off the other one as well. Oh, I can't see where I've cut. Look at that, guys. Isn't that pretty? So we've got those, and I've got my tie wrap. Oh, I've been sorting those buckets, guys, and I just didn't realise. I had my cat with me and everything was on my workbench. I just tipped the bucket out and went through them, and my cat decided to chew and play with things, so it was a naughty boy. Right, so I'm going to put a dovetail in this to start with, and I'm going to do these bows 6 inch, guys, today. And the tail end I've done at, let's measure, 6 inch as well. So this is the sparkly one. So we'll place the tail end in, twist, I can move that, and let's measure. Oh, I hope this works with this. Saves me buying a new spool ribbon holder. So 6 inch measure, so it's going to be quite, one's going to be 6 inch and one's going to be 5 inch loops. I don't want them both at 6. So put that down, measure to 6 inch, twist, it seems to be working all right. Twist again, and place that down. So I want to have, I'm going to put on a long tail end for now, because I'm not sure how I'd like to, if I'd like to fasten it in a certain way. I should have got some pins out. I'm just going to get some pins, guys, because otherwise it'll unravel, so to speak. So I can keep my ribbon together. Oh, it's bent. Oh my gosh, that's hard to get in. Oh my goodness. Let me chop it a bit. It may be a bit too long. There we have it. So, I don't know why I'm swapping it. So that's our first one. And then you position, if you like to have it positioned before you take it off your bow maker, then you position it like the letter X. Now for our coral colour, and that wasn't very good. And now I'm going to go on the opposite side with my tail end. Twist. And again 6 inches. Twist again. Measure to 6. I love this ribbon, but the only thing I find with this ribbon, it's very thin. It's a beautiful colour. It's more like silk. And then when you're at the end, don't twist as you come into your tail end. To be quite honest, I don't know why I'm putting the pins back in, because I've got to use them again to do the other bow. And then we'll do white again. And because I've got white on that side, I'm going to go back onto this side where the tail end is. I don't want to join white on white. So twist again. And do 6 inch again. Twist. And then twist again. I'm doing 4 loops of each. I usually like 5 inch bows, but with it being a big wreath, I want to have the 6 inch bow. So let me just manipulate this. I find this pinky coloured coral one hard to get your fingers through. Oops. So that's that one. Now, let me see how this one looks. Just to add a bit of different texture to the bow. Oh gosh, it just, don't wear anything like me guys, it sticks and catches. So, more for me. Is 6-inch twist, inch again. Oops, it's caught on the one underneath. Twist. Twist again. Oh my goodness. Let me just make sure that's the same as that one. Oh my. So we'll maneuver that as well into position. So, and we go and lift our bow up. Make sure you're holding it. Get your tie wrap. Hold it with your finger there, your forefinger. Bring your tie wrap round to the back. And I'm not pulling on it tight yet, guys. I want to just place in my floral tape. See, I've done it again, haven't I? I've just done it again. Floral wire, guys. And then I'm going to place, before I pull it tight, and position where I want my tail ends to be, and also position the bows as well. I'm trying to bring the tail ends underneath the actual loops. So let's just fluff it up. That one actually should go there. Right, I'm happy with that. So I'll pull on my tie wrap a little bit harder. Oops! My elastic bands have fell on the floor. I use these just to give me a bit of more of a pull. Cut it off. And then I'm going to twist my floral tape. I tell you guys. And I'm going to use the wire, not the wire, the ribbon to twist the floral wire at the back, because if you twist the wire it has a tendency to break or snap. So use your ribbon to twist about 3 times, 2 or 3 times, and then that is securely on now. So then again, fluff up your bow. So now you've got it all placed how you'd like it. Just give it that nice full look. And there we have our beautiful pink and white plain bow. Isn't that pretty? Oh, don't you just love subtle colours? So that's quite a big bow. So on our wreath, that won't look out of place at all. So I've got it like that. So I'm going to place one there and a smaller one, oh gosh, around here. So now we need to do the smaller one. I'm just going to dovetail the ends on here. So that's our first one done. So I'm just going to place that aside and then we're going to do our second. So the white, again, dovetail. And this time, this tail end is only going to be 5 inches. So twist. And my bow on this one is only going to be 5-inch loops, which will be 10-inch on your mat. Press that down. Twist again. I'm doing the same amount of loops, 4 of each. I'm going to twist. And I'm going to bring that down here. And I'm not going to cut as big as the tail end as the other one. So now I can fasten that one up. Oh, this was the awkward one. Now the pink, this has a tendency of fraying on the ends, but once you cut it in a dovetail, and it moves as well when you cut it, so I'm going to bend that. Oh my goodness, that is horrendous. That looks like I've had shaky hands. These scissors can't be, they're expensive scissors. It must be just the ribbon. Better. Much better. Right, so I'm going to go on the opposite side. Again. Twist. Again, if you want, you can position your ribbon on every time you do a layer of it. and get it in the shape before you take it off. Again, 5-inch loops. And just make sure that 5-inch. Twist. Every time you've done one loop and you go through, twist. Twist again. And one more loop. Just going to measure it with that one here. And then bring it down again. So that's our other one done. Now our white. Again, I'm not going on white, so I'm bringing this one again over here. Twist. 5-inch. I do like the burlap ribbon because I find it very easy to work with. Now silk ribbon can be slightly, I find personally, awkward. Like this pink one. It tends to move when it's, you know, when you're doing your bows even in your bow maker. So that's the white one now, finished. Let's start with this one. The dovetail. You can dovetail even the longer pieces as you go along, or you can wait till the end to do it. There's no particular way. Oh gosh. Sometimes I do it as I go along. On this occasion, I decided to hang on till the end. Let me just manipulate our bow. Oh God. Doesn't like me, this deco mesh one. There we go. So twist. Again, 5-inch. Oh gosh, can you see it, guys? It's got its own mind. twist again. So just put a pin for that. I've got this deco web ribbon in numerous colours. Right, so let's just move that now. Oh my goodness, guys, it's sticking to me. Right, got to do that bit again, guys, because it's oh dear me. Oh dear me, everything's going wrong. Don't wear a jumper like mine, guys, because it just doesn't do it. It sticks to you. There you go. Might get my other tie wrap. Grab them underneath, and again with your forefinger hold your tie wrap or cable tie. Got that the wrong way as well. There we go. And then fasten that. Again, I'm not pulling too tight, as I'd like to get my floral way through. And now we're going to move our tail ends under the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on this side as well. Position them under the bottom. And then fluff up your bow. And once you're happy, then pull your cable tie tight. Like that. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to pull. So now everything's in place. Cut the cable tie. And then grab my floral wire and again twist with the bow. So there, now that is everything in place. Just fluff up again. And there you have your second bow slightly smaller than that one. So I'm going to just dovetail the ends on here as well. So that's that also. So before I put the camera up, I'm going to attach, let me just take this tag off, our rope. And I just get a piece of rope, folded it in half, go underneath and put these two end bits through this loop and pull. Now I have my knot near the front, because if you have the knot at the back, you know, more here, then your wreath will sit like that. So by having it at the front, it will sit straight. So then I tie another knot in it, just so the loop don't become loose. And then I tend to do about 4 inch, and then I tie a knot again. You can make your hooks out of floral wire, pipe cleaners, anything like that, and then I just pull it tight to tighten the knot, and then cut about 1 centimetre off above the knot. So there is your hook. So then I want to get the smaller one around here, and then the larger one around the top. So I'm going to get the 2 pieces of floral wire, place them through the center of the wreath to the back, do it individually, you don't want them going through the same piece together. There it is. Position how you'd like it to sit. Turn it over and then just twist. Once you've got where you'd like it to be, twist. Just several times, then cut it off, and the little bit that's still there sticking up, you bend it and push it back inside the wreath so it doesn't scratch on anybody's door. I will fluff that back up once I've attached this one. So then that one goes there. Let me just, and then now we place our bigger one around the top here. And also place that through the wreath. Once you've found it, twist, and place the floral wire back in. Right, so now they're both in place. Now you can fluff those up. One, This this webbing ribbon really does stick to you. I come up with some nice ideas, but don't think about that it can be a pain for certain items of clothing. So that is where both of your bows are. Doesn't that look pretty just with the bows? So I'm just going to get my easel, just hang it on there. The ribbon on the bottom is slightly long at the moment, but it's because it's touching the bottom of the surface. I could, in fact, if I make it today, placing it on this instead today, if I can, just to bring it higher up. See a place how to get it through the hook. Oh, there we are. There. So I'll bring it up that high. So I'm just going to alter now the camera, guys. So I'm going to just, I was wondering, one moment, I'm just going to try the camera if I go zoom in and go back a bit. So one moment. Oh. Now then, let me bring the camera slightly back. I wonder if that might help you today, guys. I'm just trying to get it around there. Right. Let's move my chair out of the way. So now we've done that, we can get cracking. That's probably took us about 40 minutes. So I'm leaving the hook hanging. I've just attached the wreath onto the hook instead on the easel. Right, guys, let's start placing in our wonderful foliage. So I'm going to start again, like I say, with the ficus. Take the rubber band off, place that there. Because today I got in mind I wanted to do quite a big wreath. So we're going to go round with our ficus on our first level or layer, whichever you call it, and we're going to go and start placing it in. I've got these wreaths from a different company than who I usually go with, so let's see if they're as good as that they make out, eh? You have to try different places. There wasn't cheaper. I just went because it was the size and another company, and I thought, let's see, trial and error. If it's good, then I'll order more from them. And so far, so good. I do like to leave reviews as well on the company site. So I got these from a company in the UK called Titleys, spelled Titleys. So, anybody in the UK looking for some nice easy wreaths to use? I'll let you know at the end what it's like, if it was easy. So, like I say, so far so good, guys. I mean, it's a thin wreath. Well, I won't say thin as in the depth. The branches are thin. I do like to see the thicker branches. I've got one here where it's the traditional and they're really quite thick, the wood on, you know, here where they're thin. I do like to see the thicker ones, but I've tried the thicker ones on occasion and I find it harder to insert things into than these. I don't know if you all have the same problem. So, well, we've all got our own likes and dislikes to our, you know, who we like to, what type of wreath we like to use. So again, I'm just going around with our ficus. This is going to be our boundary, and this will give us, you know, the line on where, as far as out as I'd like to be. Because it is a big wreath, and it will even be bigger, guys, when it's done. And as David calls the iris big, because he knows the light big. So I could go all the way around to here, and then just leave that bit. So let me just place one in and see, and then just have the top bit. Or just have that as a decor piece. Let me just see. 1, 2. Do I stop here? Yeah, I'm going to stop just before the bow. Just before that bow, I'm going to stop the littler bow. So I'll stop around here. So this will be my last piece of ficus. Just make sure I move that out of the way, I don't want to catch it. Let's have a look. Yeah. So I suppose that's a little bit of it gone, isn't it? Not much. It's a little bit of my ornaments. Oh gosh, yeah, only a little bit. Oh well, we'll get there, guys. It'll go. Trust me, it will go. So I'm going to put the band back on, because I'm going to go and sort some more of my buckets out later. So I haven't got to do it at the weekend. So place that there. Right, I've got my willow. Again, this will be, because it's a longer, and the leaves are fuller, they're not airy like the fern. I want these around the back. Oh, that's the thing. Let me just get my elastic bands in. I've dropped them, guys. Oh. They come on a ball. Isn't that good? And then you just pick them off as you wish. But as you get closer to the centre, they all fall off. So what I want to do with the willow, I want to be placing the willow as well, some on the first level with the ficus as well, to give it a different variety of leaf and shape to it as well. So I'm going to some of it like that. I have got another willow stem in my bucket down here in case I haven't enough. So I didn't cut enough off. And I will bring some of them through. To mix it up with the ficus. I may have enough actually. And just place these in, guys, and then just, you know, if you want them to, some of them to pop through the, you know, like I have here, and blend in with the ficus, you know, just pop them through. You don't have to pop them all through, all the leaves of it. You can just pop the odd one. So it's just a mixture. Taking the prongs off because I've got a few prongs on this piece. And then I'm going to place one right near the end here. Let's just See if I can bend it a little bit more. Right, let me just have a look. Doesn't that look pretty just with the ficus? Oh, that one's a bit sticking out a bit weird. It's better. So that is with your ficus and your willow. Now let's have a look at the grass, and it comes in pieces like that. You can tear it off and put a pick on it or just place it in, but be careful because this sort of grass will melt if you put hot glue on it, and it will start to melt immediately. So I like to sometimes either put them in full like that or pull them off and place a pick on it and a bit of floral tape. If I show you a piece without doing it, if I just move that there, I'm going to dip it in my glue and I will show you. And I'm wiping the glue off, guys, and look at it, it's flopping over already because the glue has melted it and it just doesn't work. So if I wipe the glue off, oops, look what it's done to it, it's melting it. So it's got no strength in it. So I don't tend to place them in as they, you know, cut them and place them in. I like to put, if I'm doing it a few at a time, put, let me just grab some tape, some floral tape around a pick. So I'm just going to see what it looks like with them by themselves as a one. If they're too much, I don't know actually, because they're not on a wire pick, they are on wood, on a wooden pick, so you can't bend it. So you could manipulate these and bend these over slightly to spread them out, but they won't, the wooden pick will not bend. So hence the reason I like to sometimes pull them off and put them on a pick. So to spread them a bit more, again, just get your thumb and finger along them, pull them out to the side for them to go off in another direction. I'm not looking to make swirls, I'm just looking to pull it all over in another direction so it spreads and it looks better and more, you've used more, so you'll have, then you just use less in your wreath. So I'm going to do that, but again, taking it, if you want to put a wire pick on it, again, place a wire pick on so you can manipulate it. In fact, we'll do that. We'll get a wire pick and I'll place some floral tape around the wire pick and the wooden stem. And I'm doing it in green with it being green. And I'm just going to go below the wooden stem and then go back up. I like to go back up to give things more of a secure, you know, to me anyway, a bit more support and peace of mind for me that I know it's secure. So again, bend them off to the side and just do it like that. So you've got it spread out like that. So then if we place where I'd like it to go, I may want it here, to have it a bit more grassy like that. So as you can see, the grass is spread out and it looks more natural than if I just get another one and just being like that. So if I place that there, it'd just be a cluster. Now by placing that there, it's spread out and it's gave it more of a contrast and against the other leaves, and it's also gave it a bit more natural looking to your wreath. So we're going to cut that, and I'm going to place that in at the top where I've just placed it, so I can bend the stem now. I've placed the pick on it and bend it how I'd like it to sit, and then I leave some of them at the back, some of the grass, and then bring some at the grass slightly forward. So you've got a bit more height, but with a bit more of wispy bit. Let me turn that bit round. A bit of wispy bit added in to your wreath. So we'll do the same with this one. I'm only going to put 3 in. I don't want more than 3. So, because they are quite, there's a lot on them. So I'm putting these also on the first layer of my wreath. So I'm going to do the same again with both of the others. Get a steel, a wire pick, and then just place your floral tape around it. And again, I go back up for a bit more extra support. I mean, they're not heavy, but I just like that extra support. And then just pull it off to the side. If I was curling it, it doesn't need curling, but if I was, I'd hold tighter on the leaf with my nail and fingernail and do that to get a swirl. But I don't want to swirl, I just want to do it with my skin and just bring it off to the side, just to give it more of a natural look. And I'm working my way into the centre again, because I am just basically repositioning the grass to open it up a bit more and to make it look more of a natural look. I mean, you do get grass that just doesn't, you know, grow like that, but I want to spread this. So again, I've cut it, and with this one I'm going to put around the centre on the first layer with the ficus. And again, I'm going to pop some of it through and leave some of it around the back. I know this has gone outside of our boundary, but this is more of just a slight decor piece. We have got our flowers. You know, we could bring, if we use, I know I may not use these, but we could bring our gerbera just to the side and it will cover the majority of that grass. And then I'm going to place one just here, or I could place another one at the end there, just before the ribbon. So I do the same procedure again. And then with my thumb and finger, the skin, not my nails, bend it over and bring it off to the sides. Again, I work from the side to the centre. I love this wispy grass. I think it has a wonderful effect in any wreath or any display, any arrangement. And we have it. And again, I'm going on the first layer, guys. I'll bring some through the front, keep some round the back. Let me just turn it around so I can have a look. I don't want it to go too far. So you have it like that. So that's our grass put in. So now we're going to go to our fern, and I'm going to go in front. I'm not going on the first layer, I'm starting to create a second level or second layer by bringing in my fern around here in front of the ficus. Again, just manipulate it to give it a bit of movement. I'm just going to turn it around, guys, so I can place one behind the bow here. I've got a bit of stem coming off. So do that again. Going to place another one in there. Behind here. And this is just filling up our foliage. You can add more foliage at the end if you still think it requires a slight bit more foliage. I keep thinking I've got glue on me, it's these tickling me. Right, I'm going behind the bow. Again, as I say, never forget behind your bow. You may not see everything, but you need to go behind your bow. Lift up your tail ends. I'm putting these quite close to each other because I want to give it some volume, because we've got lots of space. I must admit, guys, this wreath is actually quite good. Quite easy to get your foliage in and your stems in, really. Let's see if I need one. Yeah, one more. lift up our boat. The silk ribbon, again, I always say, it has a tendency, I mean it's wired, but it has a tendency to go flat. Now the burlap ribbon I love because it stays in that position and it doesn't look like it's flopping or anything. Even though this pink has got the wire in, it always looks like it's flopping. The burlap's quite, you know, tough and has more stability and holds better. That's what I've experienced with it, but I'm not going to waste it. Let's turn that one around. So that is our fern for now. I may put some asparagus fern in for the different texture, but we've also got some more of these grassy ones. So now I need to see if this is too much because we've got grass in, but with it having slight colour, see, these don't spread, so I don't want them to look, they twist but they don't spread, or they've got no wire in the leaves or anything. I don't know. I'll think about those. I may use them as filler later, but I'll just consider those. I've got these 3 little oddments that I found. I'm going to place those in. Let's get those in. So, one there. It will sit like that, guys. It's just gone to the side, but I've just had a look where the rope is. It will be lit there. I can hear my cat. One there. Look, if I let go. No one. I should really put it back on how it should sit. There. So let's see. 'Cause it's away from where the rope is. Oh my gosh. Place it on top. There, that's the position it should be in. Like that. Right, we'll put that there. Right, I'm keeping these as well, the filler foliage till near the end, so that can stay with the ficus. I don't really know if I'm going to need the ficus, to be quite honest. Now these are on paperback, so I'm taking them off. See, if you take this paper off, it's just left with a small little wire, so there we go. So I'm thinking, like, again on the second level, add in some asparagus fern to give it again a bit more contrast and different texture. So place that there as well. Again, go behind your bow. I'm going to put a few of these in. I love anything that's got a different texture. I mean, these are wired. You can move these. The little ones coming off of the sides. Oh, I've just pulled one off. They're not wired, and they clip back on. So that's a good thing. But I love anything what's got a different little texture. Spiky leaves. I really do like spiky leaves. Again, like that. Maybe. Yeah, just give it that different movement. Let's use the last piece. May as well and place that around here. There. So doesn't that look lovely? And we've not even got our floral in. So that is our greenery for now. So let's move on to the floral now. Let me see concerning the gerbras. Now these are gerbras because they're bigger. If the little heads, they're called geminis. Obviously mini because they're smaller. But these are the gerbras. Now, let me see. Oh, I don't know. The grey looks quite nice. Oh my gosh, guys, the grey looks quite nice. If I just place these here so you can see. I need to... Let me come round the front and just have a quick look. Oh, I could do a bit of both. Oh yes, a bit of both. Don't they look pretty? Oh, I may do a bit of both, guys. Can't help myself. I'm just looking at this and it just doesn't look correctly sat. Let me just take this off and reposition it. A new time. Let's see. Put it near like that. Right, so that needs to be pushed up a little bit more. I'm just repositioning the hook. A little bit more, I think, pushing it along as much as I can. I've gone onto the ficus. Yeah, it's there. It's there, guys. I'm going to make this smaller. I don't want it as big. The hook. It just seems to be like, should be like that. So I'm wondering if that needs to go there, because it's turning. Let me get a bit more rope, guys. I think I need to place the ropes in a different position. It just seems to be leaning, and I don't like that. The wreath, if you look at the wreath, it seems to be, it needs to be there, but it seems to be going there. So I think I need my wreath probably through rope through here to bring it up to there in the correct position, because I don't like it where it leans off to one side. So I'm just going to try with this piece of rope while it's still hung. See, it's got to be around there. I can see where it should be. So I'm going to try with this rope. I'm just going to put a knot in it. And then I'm going to swap it over and then see if that's the correct one. Da-da! Da-da-da-da-da! That's better. Let's cut this off. That's that one off. Let's see. Yeah, it's that one. I'm gonna just keep it like that in case it decides to go off again. But it should be, that should be the actual position of it now. You know, when you just get that gut instinct, something's just not sitting right. Sometimes people seem to think it may be the flowers. But then when you take a proper look, you can see it's the wreath is sitting off, leaning off to one side. So now I've done that, you can see that that wreath is now sat correctly. So that's good. Oh my gosh, how have they fastened these on? So I may just use 3 of these. This is weird how they position the paper in them. looks like the paper is inside of that at the back. When you pull on it, it's going to rip. And I just but I don't want it to rip, you know, do any damage to the actual floral. And then the tag is also inside there, attached inside there as well. So you have to snip that off. Some people put tags in weird places, but overall they are beautiful flowers. So let's see, 1, 2, I'm going to need more than 3 guys, 2, 3, and I only work in 3s, but I may need 4 grey and maybe 3 white, and the whites to go in between the grey. Do I put them on first? Or do I place in? If I take one of these crocuses off, I love these, I think they're lovely. The centre stem is, you can bend, but, and the main stem, but the others, they're not bendable. Oh, if I bring those out, yeah, let's get these on first and bring these on the outer side. So let's cut some of these off. 2, 3, 4. We'll take 5 for now. And are they push-ups? Yes. I say that. Oh my gosh. It's more like a crocus than a long down all the way to the bottom. Oh my gosh, these are tough guys to push up. You see, you could leave them like that and have it as foliage, you know, at the bottom. But I want to bring the foliage to the top. So if I brought the foliage to the top, you'd have a different foliage in there, which adds to your arrangement. 1, 2. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right. So we'll add these, and I'm going to sort that ficus out once I've placed this in, because it keeps bending for some reason. And again, I'm going to bring that up. Right, I'm just going to pull this out, guys. Oh, goodness me. And I'm going to sort it out. It's just not sitting straight. There we go. It's better. So we've got that there added in. I'm not going to cut the stems on here. I want to keep the length. Two. Oh, I talk to myself. Instead of counting in my head, I count out loud. Do all you others do that? I hope it's not just me. And then I'll go 4. It's like I'm reminding me how to count. And 5. And 5. So I hold on to those. So oh, it's just so tempting. I may just put 3 of these in instead of all 5. And then have 4 white ones, gerbras, to make it 7. So I'll start with the white. Put white there again. These have got their own foliage. Again, just manipulate it so it's not all in a cluster. So then white, grey. Or do I place the white up there and then grey here? Yeah. Just going to turn around, guys, so I can place the white one in here. Just bend the head slightly. Right, how? I'll put it there, save that. Let's just have a look. And get around the pink ribbon. I'm going to need to cut it a little bit more. Quite a thick stem, this, so I need to push it in a bit more. There we go. And then a white, yeah. Let me just manipulate the foliage around so it's all not the same. I don't feel safe enough. It's moving. Oh. Gosh, it don't offset quite quickly. And then a grey here. may not need as many grey ones. 1, 2 grey, 3 white, I think. Looking at this, how I position them. That one's cutting, it's too long. Needs to sit like that. And then a white one just where the bow is. So then we've got it like that. I don't need any more gerberas. Right, I've been looking forward to using these. Say I've forgotten that I'd even got them. Good job I went through my bucket. Oh, I can't get the band off because of all the tags. Well, let's get rid of these tags. They don't help. Look at those. And the push-ups. Oh. Look at the colour of those. Oh my goodness. What a contrast. I don't need the baby ones. I'll just keep one bunch out to be on the safe side. In case I may need the odd one. Put that there. What a contrast. It is a beautiful colour. And I can't even remember where I got them from. Because they must have been in my bucket, guys, for months. Months without me realising. So, let's first of all snip 5 off. What a beautiful colour. Again, push-ups. I always suggest it's nice to bring your, unless if you're doing something really wispy and airy, but if not and you're doing something like a wreath and that, bring your foliage to the top. It adds extra to your wreath and it covers up also through looking through it. If you just had just wispy things, you'd see the wreath all the time. But it's another one way to hide your foliage, your wreath, but also bring in new foliage of a different type to add for the variety of your wreath. So let me just see. First of all, I'm gonna bring one on the end. You can use it as depth, height, or anything. I'm going to bring it there, just sitting facing that way. And I'm going to dot these around again We need colour, of a variety of colour. To play, and it blends in really well with the pinks and the whites and the greys. One there. I must admit, ranunculus is one of my favourites. The calla lilies and the ranunculus I adore. Beautiful. What mother wouldn't like this as a Mother's Day wreath? To hang on her door, inside or out. What a wonderful gift. I've got one here. Check that one as well. And then I'm going to place one just, I may actually place that in the centre of that bow. Oh, you know me guys, I like placing things in bows. And I'll place the smaller one in there. Oh, I don't know, no, I'm going to place this on the end. Around here, and then I'm going to perhaps place one of those little rose buds. Oh, somebody's here. One moment, guys. I didn't know somebody was coming. Sorry, guys. One moment. Hi guys, sorry about that, it was an order. As I came in I had a look at the video and I realised that it wasn't in shot very well. So I've tried to put it where you can see it better. I could have sworn I had it in the right place. And also as I popped in I noticed we need something around here in colour. So I've just been to my bucket and got out these. They're like little plum blossoms. If I cut one off, and I thought as well we could add the odd one in and around the sides like that. And I also did think as well, if I get them, I've got some white baby chrysanthemums. I thought they may also look nice around the side as well. So I don't know now. You know me guys, I changed my mind. So I've tried to put the camera in shot. My cat's come in, my husband's made me a cup of coffee. So I guess nearly win-win apart from this one. So I want to carry on and I want to place in these little, because I know I got these carnations, but then I forgot about the white ones. I thought, well, I've got bunches of white. Why didn't I get those out instead? So I'm going to place those away and we're going to place in our little roses. Even our little roses may have a little extra touch around the sides as well. But because they are on these small stems, they're not long, we may have to bring them inwards. I don't need no more of those. so they can go away. Oh gosh, here we go. I can't move now, my cat's here. So I'm thinking that we could add in some of these in and around the centre. So let's have a go at that. And just fill it up a bit. I'm going to cut them all off. We'll use 5. Again, are these push-ups? I can't really see. But I'm going to place these in around here and use a little bit of depth. And also in here, we want to add some popping out there as well. So I'm sorry about the camera, guys. You've been looking at the camera for ages, and I didn't realise you couldn't see very well. I'm rubbish at things to do with technology. I wish I'd got a proper camera, but they're very expensive. And we'll place one here as well. So I've just placed those there. If you can see, hopefully. I'm not going to use any more of those. Oh gosh. Why can't you go and sit on your pillow? Ebony was asking where my cat was yesterday. He was in the house asleep. But he soon came in here after I stopped the video and started chewing on all when I was working to sort out things. I'm going to just see what that looks like. I'll bring it out a little bit. Yeah, we're going to place some of those in. Where's that bunch I've just chopped off? We'll grab one bunch. No. Oh, here we go. Have you noticed how it comes a bit closer each time? So, again, the main stem, they're not wired on here at all, I don't think. No, it's just the main stem. So, when they're not wired, I just slightly manipulate it and put a bit of pressure on it to bend it so it looks like it's wired. So, yes. So I want to place some of these, if my cat doesn't get in the way. Just something, a different texture again. Around the outer side. No, Marley, I can feel you getting closer. Stay there. Yes, Ebony is here today. Now. He's a little terror. He's one of those cats, is all me. Anywhere I go, he'll follow me. So he's all me. It's my fault, really. I made him into a Mardy baby. And I'm regretting it now. Okay, just something different added in. Oh, he won't move, guys. He's very stubborn. Molly! Stop it! Let me do what I've got to do. I can't see. Oh, guys, do you want him? Oh, he is a terror. So I've added those in around the side. You see, he's coming this way now. Now I'm not facing that way. Oh, you little terror. So, I don't know about these. I'm not going to add those either. Let's see about the chrysanthemums. Again, let me take one bunch out. Now are these, yeah, these are push-ups too. It's better. Again, the flowers haven't got wire in the stems, it's just the main stem. So if you just try to manipulate it, stop it. I want to see what the light sat on the outer side. Again, we need something on the outer side. Because with the ficuses, as I was looking at it, it looked slightly bare when I'd let my cat in and dealt with the gentleman. I spotted it. Here. I'm just placing these in, guys. Just one around here, I think. And then one up here. Got nothing for it to sit on. Bring that one down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's better, because it's like that, where they're just scattered around here, 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 and at the top. So I think we'll place those in. Again, I'm not cutting the stem, I need the stem. They're not very long, so I do need the length of the stem. Oh, you do get in my way. Just turn it around, guys, to get around here, if my cat allows it again. can't see. Going to try and get this. I want to keep the tail ends long. Does that look better on that one? Could. Fasten that there, I think. I'm going to fasten that and do a what as they say, a waterfall bow where it comes down, because it's just loose and it is getting in the way. So yeah. Let me just get a tie wrap, guys. Right, I'm going to pinch it together because I want it to go about there. So I'm going to pinch it together here. Place a cable tie around it. And then place a bit of floral wire out through it also. At the back. And pull tight on it. Just twist. So then we've got that loop, and then I'm going to go through the wreath for it to sit. Like that. Then I'm going to twist it at the back, just like you would. And then snip it off. And then you bend that little bit of wire into the back of your wreath, like you do with your bow as you're making it. So I'm just going to straighten those out a little bit. And then I'm just going to do that. That looks better. And then now it's not going to go in any way over your floral. So I don't need no more of those. I've got our Dusty Miller that I want to add in near the centre. Again, these are my oddments that I found in my oddments bucket. Just want to see. I'm going to place one there. One there. I've got a longer piece there. Don't want it there. Let me just turn it around, guys. I want to. I may put that one there. And that one there. So I think that's what I'm going to do with the Dusty Miller, is put them in that place. Oh, coffee. Oh, what date are we on? 19. 5 days. Is it 5 days? Oh. 5 days I've got to wait. So, let's get in our Dusty Miller. And then we've got our Ruscus as our filler foliage. Where's that long piece? Let's place the long piece in at the back of that. The back of the ribbon at the bottom, just to give it something. To blend in. Again, I will straighten the bows up, guys. Where else did I go? Here. Did I place that one here? No. And then put this one in. One in at the top. So that's without dusty millering. I am going to put in our filler foliage, our ruscus. So we've got our ruscus here. Got some longer lengths and then I've cut some shorter lengths. So I'm wanting to place in little bits. I mean, I can't see properly at the moment, but I probably will position them correctly as I turn the wreath around. Just around here. I'm going to place one in there. Like one in there. Let's look here. This one there. That's with the shorter pieces. I still think we need something a bit bigger around the bottom. You know where the ficus is? Ooh. Let me think. I just need a bigger head, floral head or something. Let me just have a quick look, guys. Let me just test things. A bit bright, I suppose. No. I think they might. Oh, I've got coral. Oh, mind you, I don't want all coral. I've got some bits of roses. So what Mum doesn't like roses. Bring some roses out, I think. We'll see. Let's get this ruscus in. I'm afraid I've got to turn it around, guys, so I can see within the centre how it needs to be placed, or where should I say. I could use salal or anything, Calais or anything like that, but I've chosen to put in ruscus. I know that means I'll be using more elements. I'll place that there. So let's see about the longer ruscus. So I want to make this quite Nice and full. Yeah, we do need something with the greenery on the outside, because otherwise it just makes it look like it's just in the centre. We need to expand it. So let's get some of these in. Just to add a bit of texture above with the ruscus. Is needed here. One there under that gerbera. Yeah, so I think that'll be that for those. So let's get our roses in. I mean, we don't want things like the lilies, because the lilies, as you can see, are enormous compared to everything in there. So when you look at it, your eyes will be immediately focused onto the lilies instead of your beautiful bow and everything else. So they will or are too big. So we just need something a bit bigger. I've got 2 buds here that I picked out and 4 flowers. So I may use 3 big flowers and 2 buds. So again, let's get these in. Where can I position these? It's a case of looking around the back. So then a bud. So I'm going to go big head, a bud, then a bigger head, and so on. So we need to expand that colour, as you can see, out a bit further, and just all around the centre. It's not staying in one place too good. It's better. Board. I think I need something else here. I don't know whether to use that one up there or not. So add it with that one instead. One moment. Can't remember now where I got them. Now I put everything together accordingly. No, I can't find them. I probably have used them all up. So I think here looks too bare. Oh gosh. I think we need something a bit bigger. I may place another bud with that one to make it a bit together. Right, if I turn that to you guys, I'm going to come out and just have a quick look. Right, I can see, gosh, this video's gone on for 2 hours 22 minutes. I need that up there. Right, let me just stand back again. It's around there. I'm going to get some different filler. If you can see, guys, here, around this area, I mean, it looks really full here, but around this area, there doesn't seem to be hardly anything. Not as much. So I've got this filler and I'm going to place in I want a bit more, something coming out to get that filled in. So let's get these in. It just looked a bit too bare. I want something with a bit more fluffy, you know, volume in the texture. Want a longer stem to give it that a bit more full look. And I don't want to place any more floral in. Push that up a bit. I'm placing these together to make it look like it's one. Again, to give it a little bit more volume and to make it look like it's a little bush or shrub, and it's fluffed it up a bit because that's what's needed, and around here as well. So I'm just going further up. There's one needed here. And one around here, look. We just come and have a look, see if that's doing the trick. Yeah, I do need some more. Around here. And there. I think what's needed there, because it looks smaller, is something with a bit of length. And I've got this out spare. Something like this, because the boundary seems to go here and then go up. And I think that's what's needed. I'm going to just place these here. I'm going to just come out again. And then one, yeah. I can see a couple of places where they need to go. One around here. I'm just going to place them in. And I've just spotted another around here for that length. Again, I have to keep coming out, guys, because I always say stand back from your work. Around here. Put that on the pick. Sorry about the length of the video, guys. But I am a bit of a perfectionist. If I don't get it right, I'm never happy with myself. So there's going to be one needed now there. Around here somewhere. I just chop it off. I will place it on a pick. I'll pull it off actually. One there. Where did I see the other one? And the one around here. Excuse my head. Yeah. That's where they need to be. And then that's got all the areas that I need in. So where's that one on me? I had place on a pick. So that was around, can't remember now, I think there. So I'll just place my finger there so I can see. Oh, don't forget where it needs to go, should I say. Start at the back, what was the tape in there? We need one just around here. And one more there. That there actually, and do another one. It's the best thing about having things where you can pull them off and just place them on a pick. You get lots more use out of them. I would say around here, I think, underneath. Sorry guys if it's not facing you, is I just don't want to keep coming in up and out. I'd rather Right, now I'm going to turn it to you, and now I'll come out and look from afar. That's better. That's better. So guys, that is our video for today. I'm sorry, so sorry again for it going on long. This is an extra long tutorial. I'm not going to make excuses. I could easily say because it's a bigger wreath. But again, you know, I don't work. I like to work slow, you know, at a slower speed for yourselves and for beginners as well. It's not an intention that I want to do it really slow or I can't do it any quicker. I can, but I'd rather, you know, learn you guys at a slower speed than rush through it to the point you've missed off of it because I've gone too quick. But this is, oh, excuse me, a Mother's Day wreath for your mom, who would you know, absolutely love something like this, and she could display it in her lovely bedroom if she likes, or downstairs in the living room, in the lounge, anywhere around the house, or place it in a glass cabinet as well. You know, that would be lovely. We've done the bows all at 6 inch up at the top and 5 inch at the bottom, and I've made a waterfall loop. If you think the loops keep going back on themselves, just place a bit of glue underneath to stick it onto the next one to stop it from closing back up. I'm not so fussed because I think they sit quite nice, and again, I will do you a close-up, but I think that's by adding just the extra little bit of I think it was plum blossom into it, and these roses and the white carnations brought out the colour more to the side, because there was, when I looked at it earlier, there was a lot of non-colour around the side. We needed to expand it just so it was more balanced, because otherwise it would have looked like you've got a green ring around your centerpiece, and I didn't want that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Again, my apologies for it going on long. I know I've had people say don't apologise, they like it when I do long videos because then they can take all the information in. You know, that's very kind of you, but sometimes I beat myself up about it and think, oh gosh, people are going to get bored and going to want to just fast forward it to the end and miss anything that I may have explained. So again, so sorry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a close-up of it. Again, it's a 16 inch wreath, which is about 40 centimeters, something like that. And I've used, well, I'll tell you what I've used when I do the close-up, guys, so you can see for yourselves. But again, it's turned out from the 16 inch to the highest point here. Let's have a look. 31 inches it's turned out to be in total. About 32 inches in total. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you love the beautiful colours, the coral ranunculus as well, my favourites. And you know, please subscribe, guys, and share, you know, and if you like, give us a like and a thumbs up, and if you like the arrangement and if you like the colours of it and everything that I've done to it. And again, take care, and if you've got any comments, you know, about it, please let me know. I'd be honoured to answer anything you send me. Again, I won't be working at the weekend. It's, you know, Saturday and Sunday off, the days to catch up with my housework and invoices and things like that. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. You can try it in any colour for Mother's Day, just one colour, maybe whites, or just pinks or red and pinks, anything like that. And whatever favourite colour your mum likes, yellows, purples, whichever, it'll always look beautiful. So again, take care everybody, have a wonderful weekend and all the best, and stay warm please everybody. If it's snowing or cold, windy, -3, -20, you know, whatever, please wrap up warm and stay warm guys, and take care. God bless everyone, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Love you all. Bye bye. Right, let's do a close-up guys. Oh gosh, 2 hours 40. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that again. Smooth. Right. Oh, I've got myself trapped around the stand. There we go. Right, there's the bows guys, where there's that deco mesh webbing. It's wired as well. I don't know where, but it must be the deco mesh itself wired. There's the coral colour silk ribbon. There's your plain burlap, and then there is your sparkly ribbon as well, made into a water, as they call a waterfall bow, where you make the loop going down and then you attach it there. And you could have tail ends if I wanted, if it was perhaps on this side. And here's the smaller version of it, where I've just left the tail ends long and nice. So we're going to go quickly through. There's our beautiful grey silver gerbera. Isn't that beautiful? Our baby chrysanthemums, our pink roses. Look at those, aren't they divine? And guys, look, they look red on the screen, but they are a coral, a deep coral colour. They are beautiful, those ranunculus. And then you may see it better there. And then there's our Dusty Miller and our little baby roses. Look how digi they are. And our white gerberas and our plum blossom there, with our fern. With our oh gosh, I forgot crocuses. That's it. And with our long stem willow, our ficus, our wispy grass, our filler foliage there. I think it's the it's like a stilby, slightly, you know, foliage. And again, our smaller buds. What else did I use, guys? I can't remember. Oh, and our little ferns there as well. And our ruscus in the centre for filler, again with our Dusty Miller. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And again, sorry for the length of time that it took me, and for the interruption. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves, guys, and thank you so much. Love you all. Bye bye.